Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy The Natural, and I just got this new haircut today. And this is my new haircut voice. Hey, come on, when you get a new haircut, you be walking around feeling like $1,000,000, right? So, that's how I'm feeling right now. In other news, this week on 5 Deep is movie week, and I love me a good movie. I don't care if it's a drama, if it's a comedy, if it's a dramedy. I don't care as long as it's good, which makes me really sad about the list that I'm about to do for you guys. I'm about to do the 5 most cliche, played out, overused movie scenes. You're all gonna recognize every one of them. You've seen them in multiple movies, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, first off, and the probably most made fun of scene that you see in so many horror movies is the black guy dying first. What makes me so upset about this is it's always like a group of friends. There'll be like some really like slow fat guy and like a couple chicks, but this like young athletic black dude manages to be the first one to get caught. I don't know about you guys, but if I was a killer, I'd probably be a lazy killer, but that's just because I am lazy anyways. But if I see a group of people and I'm just like, I just really want to kill one of these people, I'm not gonna go after the young fast black guy. I'm gonna go after the hot chick in the hills. Next up, and it's still from like the horror flicks, they'll be in a small town. There's a series of murders going on that everybody's talking about, and someone gets a hunch that the murderer might be at a specific house. So they go to the house and they go to knock on the door, and it's like, the door opens, right? So what do? You're looking for a murder, you knock on the door, and it just happens to be open, right? It's always a 2-story house, like really creepy, always wooden floors. So it's always really creaky when you walk. And the first thing they do is go, "Hello? Is anybody there?" Like, if I walk into a house where I'm assuming there's a murder there, I might want to be a little sneakier. Or if it's the other way around, it'll be like the girl who just happens to be taking a shower and she hears someone outside, so like she peeks out the shower curtains and she's like, "Hello? Is anybody there? I'm naked." God damn it, girl, why are you always naked when the murderer comes into the room? Like, oh, so frustrating. The next one is like the most like overly used plot to a movie that I still admittedly like. Like, it's one of my like guilty pleasures. The nerdy outcast chick ends up going out with like the stud quarterback hot guy in class. They end up liking each other, but she finds out that it was just like a dare or a bet. They break up, but he realizes that he's actually really in love with her. In the next scene, he's like slow motion, run into her house like, "No, Cindy, come back." Then he gets to her house, he confesses his love, he tells her that he's tired of being the guy that always does what his father tells him and what his coach tells him and all the peer pressure that he has to deal with. And then they end up falling in love and they live happily ever after, which seems to make me happy, so. Next up is like from the action thriller type of shows and movies. Guy's like trying to get away, his car is not working, so he goes and he breaks into another car and he starts looking for the keys everywhere. Like, people actually do that. Like, who's gonna leave their keys in the car, right? So he looks in the ignition, nope. He looks in the center divider, nope. Then he just has like this revelation, and then he pulls down the visor and boop, there's the keys. Right where he should be, right in the visor. Like, who leaves their keys in the car? I don't know. Maybe people live in like Alaska. So yeah, stop doing that damn scene. Nobody leaves their cars in the key. I just said their cars in the key. Nobody leaves their keys in the car. Wow, I'm not gonna edit that from this video. I'm gonna leave that. You just saw that. And probably the most like infuriating, frustrating one of all of them is the woman running through the woods who happens to trip and fall while getting chased by a murderer with a chainsaw or an axe. And seemingly this guy walks faster than you could run. You could be running through the forest. He's just strolling along like, just strolling through the woods. He's like walking his dog or something. Eventually the girl happens to trip over, I don't know what, like a 200-foot tree just happens to fall in front of her. She trips over it and boom, there he is. And my advice for those girls who always happen to fall over the tree while they're getting chased through the woods by the axe murderer is, don't run through the woods, okay? It never works out well. Don't live in a cabin either, okay? Don't live in a cabin by the woods, because if a guy with an axe is coming to kill you and you have to run away from him, you have to run through the woods and you're gonna trip over a tree and you're gonna die, so don't do it. Just like live in the city, live in LA, it's a beautiful place. Alright y'all, now before you take off, I want you to leave me a comment down below letting me know some of your favorite movies that had those exact scenes. Share this on your Twitter, your Facebook. Also follow me on all those social networks. They're all down below. We post videos Monday through Friday on this page, so make sure you return. It's the natural, y'all. Peace.